This is McCook's Mr. Bill's, an honor to have you here. Just got home in the middle of the night from the bakery, and I need about an hour to unwind, and I use that time for some of my spiritual discussions with God, as well as I like to do dual purpose things. So while I'm talking to him and trying to figure out better ways to make tomorrow better for everyone else, I also like to do some cooking and baking myself. Here's an example of what I make. Now this is rock candy. I like to make rock candy. Not to sell, but rather to give whenever possible. When I see somebody doing something special out there. Kids quite often will do something really nice for another kid or an elderly person, whatever. And I'll have them come over and I'll give them a rock candy. Now they run $2 or $3 in the stores, and I'll give it to them for free just for being good. And that little extra treat says that they're going the right direction. Just as you train a puppy when they're little with treats, and you'll have a good dog, you can do the same thing with kids and have great adults down the road. Great adults down the road. Okay, so how do I make rock candy? Well, it's pretty simple. I get 1 cup of water. I'll put that in a pan, and then I'll heat that pan. Okay, got the water boiling up here pretty good, and get a couple of sugars in here. 1 and 2. I like 3 in there. 3, give or take. And once you get that sugar set up in there, then you take, and you carefully, because anything hot can get you in trouble, and you just stir it up so it doesn't just set and burn, and that will dissolve that sugar in the water. This is a very simple little product that you can make. Like that. We'll stir that up a few times while we're making and heating this up and getting it into a liquid form so that you can't see any sugar whatsoever. It will be clear. Now, as you can see, I put a couple of drops of food coloring in there. You can add some flavoring if you want. I very seldom do. But it shows that it's got a good royal boiling point. Some just would shut it off right now. I run it a little bit more to get more of the water out of there and make it even a stronger potion, which also makes larger crystals when you're making your rock candy. Once I get it to the boiling point of where I want it and cooked it as long as I want, I'll push it off the heat, and we will let it set for about 15 minutes. You can get all kinds of little sticks at Hobby Lobby, and different stores will carry these for just little or nothing, and so it's very easy to make them. What I do is I'll take a stick like this, and then I will dip it in honey, then let it drip off, then I will roll that in sugar, and that way when I stick it into a solution it will form a lot better a crystal candy. Okay, we just got it out of the honey. We stick it in here, get it good and sugared up that way. We'll let that set. And then we carefully, with a pan under it to make sure we don't make any mistakes, we fill it up just about there. About a little over 3/4 of the way up. And then we just set that in there. Just like that. Move it over ever so carefully. And we'll keep doing that. This is my rock candy, all poured out, the sticks set. Take about 7 days to 10 days, and of course while you're doing that you'll want to turn it around and squeeze the sides, keep it loose and broke up, otherwise the top will get crusty. And there's different things you can do in your own trial and experimentation. And this is some of the ways I make rock candy. And perhaps you even have better ways than what I do. But whatever you do, I hope you consider making rock candy. This is McCook's Mr. Bill. I want to thank you for watching my how to make rock candy and how I do it in the middle of the night after I get done with the bakery. And it is so easy to make and simple, and it's a pretty safe product for any adults to make, and it's a blessing to be able to give children a little bit of encouragement through candy or what have you to be good and to do good things and to stay away from the dark side. Rate this film and you have a good night.